Hey, thanks for checking out Fast Eddie's Chop Shop. Here you have every right to be wrong, and I'm going to break it down for you. Why are you dangerous, and why are you and me in danger? Back in the day, they used to teach reading, writing, arithmetic. Ask yourself something. Why is it that a pretty massive amount of kids in some schools, 80%, can't read? Can't read. Why is it that magically, suddenly, kids can't read? They can't write. Why is it that kids don't know their history anymore? Why is it that back in the day they actually had, I don't know if you're older, do you remember a citizenship grade? Anyone remember that? And if you don't remember that, guess what? There was a time when on your report card was a built-in line where you got a grade for citizenship. Behavior. Was your behavior good or bad? Were you being a good citizen or a bad citizen of the United States of America? I remember that. Made some notes here. This is just too important for me to just willy-nilly talk about. Why is it that, let's start with reading. Well, it's all the same premise. If you can't read, you're a sheep. If you can't, why is it that kids can't do math anymore, can't add and subtract? It's intentional. And the reason it's intentional is because if you can't read and you can't write, you can be led like a sheep. If you can't add and subtract, then you can't understand the principles of capitalism. You don't understand math, you don't understand money. You can be led by the nose, and you are no longer dangerous. Sheep are not dangerous at all. They heed to the call of their shepherd, and the government wants to be your shepherd. They talk a big game. Why is it that everything that they decry war on gets worse? Because in the world of socialism, i.e., the Democrat Party, whatever their stated intent is the exact opposite. There's two rules. I'm going to call them the chop shop rules of Democrats. And that is, number one, whatever their stated intent is, it's the exact opposite. And whatever they say that you're doing, they're doing. 99.99% of the time. If they call you a racist, they're the racist because they're making it about the color of your skin. Think about that for a minute. When I was younger, man, it wasn't about the color of our skin anymore. But they brought it back. They made it about the color of their skin. Where there's now segregated dorm rooms. But they flipped the script on us. They made it seem like now segregation's a good thing. That's just one example. But the narrative here is that they want you dumb. They don't want you to be able to read. They don't want you to be able to write. Why don't they teach history anymore? Why is it that kids don't know what's in the Constitution or the Bill of Rights or our nation's history, both good and bad? No, they still teach history. They teach all the stupid things that we did. But they don't teach the great things that America did. We got rid of slavery. You know, they're talking about reparations. How about my great-great-great-grandfather that died in the Civil War? Should I get money? A white guy died so that other people of another race could be free. They don't talk about that. They just talk about the stupidity and the evil that mankind is, and have made our country. So their teaching of history is the evil. But they don't talk about the great things of, as an example, white men dying, laying down their life for the brother of another mother. No relation, just for an ideal. And no greater love hath a man than to lay down his life for another. Yes, there was idiots. There was evil people. But there were great men that did great things in our country so that today we could have what we have. When they stormed the beaches of Normandy, you don't think that those kids, and they were kids, weren't freaking out and scared to die? Of course they were. But great men did great things so that we could be free and not squander what it is that they gave us. But the elites today who want control and want power over you, the easiest way to do that is not with guns or bombs or, force. They'll use force if they have to, but they don't have to. They can educate it and legislate it after you're too dumb to know what your rights are, and too dumb to know why you have those rights, and too dumb to know the history on how important it is to know that for the first time in human history, the greatest country on earth stood up and got rid of things that for all of human past was happening. And what do they want to do? They want to bring it back. Why? Because of power. Because our country, a republic, not a democracy, a republic, made you and I, the individual, in charge of our future. Again, if you don't know how to read, you don't know how to write, you don't know your history, you're a sheep. And that's what they're doing to children in schools today. They want sheep. Why is it that sex education is so important, and gender and all, but it's not reading, writing, arithmetic? Because they want our children to chase after the hedonism, the human body and pleasure. They don't want us chasing after the good. Because you are dangerous if you know how to read and you know how to write and you don't allow them to indoctrinate you. So a certain portion of the population does know how to read and does know how to write. And they go after us too. They try and indoctrinate us too, but it's a little tougher. Sure, there are people, very intelligent people. In fact, I'm going to call them overlords, the people really in charge, are vastly intelligent. They're not stupid. They know exactly what they're doing, and they know what they're doing takes time. It's taken a couple decades. But an old-fashioned saying, the chickens have come home to roost. What they're doing is finally working. If enough people get dangerous by having knowledge and understanding what it is, sorry about that, and what it is that keeps us free, that makes you dangerous. Anyway, your thoughts? Fast Eddie's Chop Shop, over and out.